So I assume you've been long enough in sales to finally get it. Objection handling doesn't really work. You probably wonder why is that. I mean, after all, you've been conditioned that there should be a script. All the objections are written there, and only if you memorize them and throw at the right time in the conversation, you'll win the game. But the reason why is because the way we approach this, there are basically two sides on the call, right? One side is playing on the defense. This is the prospect. They've been so busy, you interrupted their day, they don't want to talk to you, and they quickly figure out it's a sales interaction. What they do, they put all their arm shield, they put their helmet, take all their gear with one only aim to brush you off this call as fast as they can and get back to what they've been doing before. And then there you on the side, the salesperson who is purpose-driven, goal-orientated, and you're ready to convince this person that you are the best thing since the sliced bread. So whenever you hear this type of objection, which is quite standard by the way, I'm too busy, I'm entering the meeting, we have another provider or a solution in place, or maybe we don't have a budget, what you do? You look at the script. Alright, thank you sir, I mean I understand this as a solution provider. May I ask who you're currently using at the moment? Oh, did you know that we actually twice as efficient, 3 times more cost effective, and by the way we work already with the companies ABC that happen to be exactly in your sector. Would it make sense if you book a half-an-hour appointment to explain you how exactly you achieve the same amazing results as others did by working with us? You expect for applauses, the person jumps in, but it's never happened. Or if it happened once, you know, this is just the exemption of the rule. They just prove something wrong with this objection handling game. So how about next time when you hear we already work with another provider, for instance, you start by taking a deep breath, leaning a bit forward, and with the most relaxed, indifferent tone, just say, oh well, that's not a problem. May I ask you just one question before you go? That's it. 9 times out of 10, you'll hear yes, because in the prospect mindset, they're in control of the call. They already brushed you off. You know they work with another provider, and there is no way, you know, we can, you know, throw any objection to them. They'll know what they do, right? And on the other side, this is just call before you go. You're already on your way out, right? So they want to play nice, and they give you this opportunity to ask a question. Well, we're all reasonable people, right? And first and foremost, make sure you have a question to ask. I mean, sometimes whenever they talk about the existing provider and you don't have too many bullets in your arsenal, you can ask a question. I mean, are you 100% happy with the way things are? And then just wait for them to reply, because no one really is, right? But we can talk about how you handle objections next time. The idea is for you to have this mindset that you can use what we call here is just last question gambit, right? First of all, you throw your objection. Again, you lean forward, say it's not a problem. I'll ask you one question before I go. And you know what? They might give you the answer that you're not really expected. They might be still happy with the provider. They tell you, yes, it's a 100%, doesn't matter. Still too early to drop the ball. This is just last question gambit. You ask this for the first time. What you do next? You ask the same question the second time, but now you say, oh, before it was just a question before you go. Now it's, oh, can I ask you, this would be the last, can I ask you just last question before I go? The person perplexed. I mean, who is this sales development rep on the other line? They're so audacious. They already just asked me last question before they go. So they might make a comment, but they might be still okay to answer this the second time, right? And the second time, you know, guess what? You still didn't hit the target with your second question. So now you're a pro. You know what happens next. You retrieve, go back, and now you go from a different angle. So now you say, man, I know I asked you 2 questions already, but I promise it's going to be the last one. And you give your third one. That's what we call just one last question gambit. You can ask it 3 times. And the idea is here, you really leverage the conversation, right? So when you think about this, you already gave your value proposition. This was like a direct, brutal force, right? They said no. You retrieve, it's not a problem. Go from first question on one side, then you go on the other side doesn't work, they're still nice enough, you created a great report, they might be a bit amused with the way the things are going, and you can go on the third one. But again, it comes back to the way how you present things, your intonations, your confidence, and the right tonality as well. So I hope it helps. Next time when you call, try to approach this reel from one correct angle, which we call a triangle. Don't just listen to the things, amend your script and try to do it next time when you call. Comment below how it went, and I'd love to hear your feedback.